Imagine this: an unforeseen disaster strikes, and the world as we know it changes in the blink of an eye. Picture the immediate aftermath: a world enveloped in chaos where every familiar touchstone crumbles. Society's veil of order and predictability is torn away, revealing a landscape of uncertainty. Resources become scarce, panic ensues, and the struggle for survival becomes a grim reality. In such a scenario, preparedness is your best bet. But what if your preparation gives you away? Meet the Smiths, an average family with an extraordinary foresight. The Smiths are just like you and me, but with one distinct difference: they understand the value of being prepared. When the unforeseen disaster struck, while others were scrambling and panicking, the Smiths were calm and collected. You see, the Smiths had a plan, a secret stash of supplies that they'd been steadily building over the years. This wasn't a collection of odds and ends, but a carefully curated cache of essentials, designed to help them not just survive, but thrive in the face of adversity. While others were struggling to find food and clean water, the Smiths were able to tap into their secret stash. They had ample food supplies, purifying tools for clean water, medical kits, and even some off-grid essentials like solar panels and firearms, all tucked away in an inconspicuous corner of their home. Their foresight didn't just ensure their physical well-being. The peace of mind knowing they were prepared helped the Smiths maintain their mental strength amidst the chaos. They were able to stay calm, make rational decisions, and focus on supporting each other rather than being overwhelmed by the crisis. The Smiths were well prepared, but they also understood the importance of discretion. They realized that their stash was their lifeline and that keeping it hidden was vital. And because of their careful planning and secrecy, the Smiths are still standing thanks to their secret stash. But what's in it, and why was it so crucial to keep it hidden? The secret stash, it's more than just a collection of items. It's a lifeline. As we delve into the secret stash, our first item is the humble water purifier. It's a small device with a massive impact. In a post-disaster scenario, clean water is a luxury, and this little gadget turns this luxury into a guarantee. Next up, we have canned goods. Long-lasting and packed with nutrients, these morsels are the difference between starvation and sustenance. Don't underestimate the power of a can opener either. It's a simple tool, but without it, you're facing a fortress of food you can't access. Then there's the multifunctional wonder, the Swiss Army knife. With its various tools, it's a compact survival kit on its own. From opening cans and cutting ropes to even performing minor surgery, this pocket-sized powerhouse is a must-have. We also can't forget about the essential solar-powered radio. Information is vital in any survival situation. This device keeps you connected to the world, providing updates on weather conditions, rescue operations, and other critical news. Our fifth item is a sturdy rope. Whether it's for constructing a shelter, securing supplies, or even as a lifeline in treacherous terrains, the uses of a good rope are countless. Next, we have a combination of fire starters and waterproof matches. Fire is a fundamental survival tool. It provides warmth, cooks food, and signals for help. With these, you can start a fire whenever, wherever. The seventh item is a first aid kit. Accidents happen, especially in a post-disaster landscape. Having immediate access to medical supplies can mean the difference between life and death. And finally, there's the controversial yet vital item, firearms. They provide protection, can be used for hunting, and act as an effective deterrent against potential threats. Remember, it's not about promoting violence, but about ensuring safety. These items, crucial as they are, can become a liability if discovered. Why? In a post-disaster world, resources are scarce. Your stash, a beacon of hope, can turn into a target. In this new world, the things you've quietly amassed aren't just supplies, they're lifelines. But with this comes a stark reality, one that may be hard to swallow. The more people who know about your stash, the more endangered it becomes. Let's delve into why. Imagine for a moment that word gets out about your meticulously planned cache of supplies. Suddenly, your sanctuary becomes a beacon for the desperate and the opportunistic. The risk of theft skyrockets. It's not just about losing your supplies, it's about losing your family's lifeline. But the risk doesn't stop there. Unwanted attention is another hazard of exposure. In a world where resources are few and far between, those with means become targets. Your stash could draw the attention of unsavory characters, or even well-meaning ones who've been driven to the edge by desperation. In the blink of an eye, your sanctuary could become a battleground. Further still, consider the risk of losing your resources to others. In the aftermath of disaster, people band together, pooling resources for the common good. It's a noble idea, but one that could leave your family in dire straits. If your stash becomes communal property, your family could be left without the very things you've worked so hard to secure. In essence, your stash isn't just a collection of supplies, it's a symbol of self-reliance, a testament to your foresight and planning. To expose it is to risk everything you've worked for, to put your family's survival on the line. That's a gamble no one can afford to take. So the bottom line is this: keep your stash secret, keep it safe. It's not about being selfish, it's about ensuring your family's survival in a world where resources are scarce and dangers abound. Because when it comes down to it, secrecy is paramount. It's not about hoarding, it's about survival. Now that you know the stakes, it's time to get ready. Creating your own emergency preparedness plan is a journey of foresight, resilience, and self-reliance. But where does one start? Let's break it down into manageable steps. First, assess your needs. How many people are in your household? Do you have pets? What are the specific dietary needs or medical requirements your family might have? Then, consider the types of disasters most likely to strike your area. Is it hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires? Tailoring your plan to your specific region's risks will enhance your preparedness. Next, start building your supplies. This is more than just canned goods and bottled water. Think about first aid supplies, hygiene products, essential medications, and tools. Don't forget about items like flashlights, batteries, and a hand crank radio. And yes, this includes those 19 secret stash items we've previously discussed. While gathering your supplies, remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You don't need to get everything at once. Start small, maybe with a 2-week supply. Then gradually build up to a 3-month supply and eventually a year's worth. Now, onto the most important part, keeping your stash hidden. Secrecy is paramount. Your storage area should be easily accessible to you, but hidden from prying eyes. Consider places like a basement, a false wall, or even buried caches in your backyard. Lastly, practice your plan. Make sure every member of your household knows what to do and where to go in case of an emergency. Run drills, test your supplies, and revise your plan as needed. This journey is not one of fear, but of empowerment. It's about taking control of your destiny, about ensuring the safety of your loved ones, about becoming self-sufficient in a world that is increasingly unpredictable. Remember, survival isn't about luck, it's about preparedness. Start your journey today.